Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I don't plan on hitting a number of thrift stores today, but I did stop at a Goodwill on the way to grabbing lunch, just because I was passing by one, of course. And this might turn into a series of visits to different thrift stores. I'm not quite sure what this video is going to be about, but I wasn't going to buy anything. I wasn't really finding anything. And then I found three things that I'm very excited about. First, I'm not a huge fan of Bugatti as a brand, but I like this sort of jersey top with this sort of paisley element here. I think that's great. Casual, pair of jeans and a pair of navy shorts and a pair of loafers or something. I think that'd be fun. I have received so many credit card offers and other junk mail. I'm afraid to throw in the dumpster. And I don't have a paper shredder. And this is 20 bucks minus my discount, of course. And I just tried it. It does work. It looks like it was relatively new. Whoever donated it didn't really use it very much. So I'm very pleased with that. And I found this painting, which I think is just really fantastic. I think that's great. It's by a local Las Vegas artist, which his name is in the back here. But this is $13 minus my discount. And one day I will show you, I have a gallery wall kind of thing going on upstairs, and that's going to be a part of that. It's really, it looks like it's quite old, just from the nails and stuff that are holding this together. So yeah, I'm very excited about my finds today. Very good. So this video might turn into like, hey, look what I found. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll take you along with me. All right. The kids are near each other, and you can see Buddy up there. He just tried, I think, to play with Eleanor, but she's not having it. She is not having it. All right. Hi, honey. What's going on? Up close and personal with Eleanor. Hey, buddy. It's bedtime, Eleanor. Come downstairs. Eleanor is hanging out up on a table in my loft area, overlooking the living room and the window. And Buddy, yes, Buddy. Where are you, Buddy? Yes. Buddy, it's bedtime. Let's go to bed. We're gonna settle in? Are we gonna settle in? Are we gonna settle in? You gonna settle in? Yeah. Wow. Do you find it weird I'm kissing your butt? Well, it's not his butt, it's his back. Meow. We should get up. We should get up. Whoop. Okay. Hey guys, how are ya? So I am at Savers and my sweater is a mess. Thrifted, polo, thrifted, I don't know, Tommy, I have no idea. Going into Savers. They don't open till 9, so there's a bit of a line outside, but the cats woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, which isn't too bad since I got to bed at like 9 o'clock at night, so I got plenty of sleep. The cats woke me up. Buddy in particular, he curled up next to my head, and I put my arms around him, and he just put his little paw in my hand and then turned his face up, and he's like, meow. It was so hard to leave bed, but I want to hit Savers because everything is half off on Mondays, and then my meeting starts at 10, so I'm going to run in, race around, grab anything I want, and then just screw off to the meeting because the line here can be very long, but it's a little weird me talking to my phone while I'm standing in line, so I will talk to you guys later. Alright, I've been in the store literally 3 minutes. I found this little pedestal plate, which I don't think that's anchor hocking, but I'm going to look it up. A Mary Englebright coffee mug I want to look up. 2 candle holders I like a lot. I got this glass vase here because I like the shape and it would complement something I already have at the house. But I'm going to put it back because they want 10 after the 50%. There's a pair of bookends down there that are actually bottles, which I don't know why I like them. I put them in the cart just in case. And I'm going to put this Watkins pie plate back. But I've been in the store for 3 minutes. I grabbed these things. I'm going to spend 5 minutes looking these items up, and then I'm out of here. So these things that look like kind of like square shot glasses, I think these are very old, like Art Deco. But it is a votive holder, or if you flip it over, it could be a taper candle holder, which I think is interesting. I just don't think it's novel or pretty enough to keep, and I imagine this would take a long time to sell. I've got a pair of them, but I'm probably putting them back. And this thing, everything I find online says it's Viking, but the bottom doesn't look Viking. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. For the money and for how long it would take to resell, I'm going to say no. Hey, 18 minutes in. I filled part of my cart and then looked it all up and put it all back. And you can see it's been a busy day already. I knew I forgot something. I didn't come down the bakeware aisle, and I don't know why. Lately, I have been on a kick looking at Nordic ware. I don't know why. I don't know when's the last time I baked a cake. I don't know, but I'm buying this Igloo cake pan. All right. I hate this collar. Is this? Oh. So difficult. So I walked in, walked around, put things in my cart, looked it all up real quick, put it all back on the shelves in the appropriate place, and then I almost walked out thinking, I didn't walk through bakeware. And for some reason, I had this like idea that I'm going to bake a cake. I don't know why, but I've been craving making a cake and maybe bringing it to my home group. So I found this Nordic ware Igloo cake pan. And they resell for a healthy amount. For some reason, the Igloo is a big winner. And it was $3.25 or something after the discount. And I found this one, Nordic Ware Fleur de Lis. Doesn't resell for as much, but I couldn't resist. It was $3 and change. Think I'm done? I haven't even baked a cake in probably 3 years. I bought another one, but I couldn't resist. It's the chrysanthemum. I love a chrysanthemum as much as it makes me think of funerals. I just love this cake pan. It was $3 and change, so I bought 3 bundt pans. I haven't baked a cake in years. You tell me it's half off, suddenly I need it. All right, and now it is 9:32. Not too bad. I'm going to go to my home group and stay sober for a little while. So I will see you guys later. After I go to my meeting, I'm going to see if I can't find my phone. It's in transit from T-Mobile. Cross your fingers for me. Hello, Mrs. Fluffy Pants. Oh, case in point, Mrs. Fluffy Pants. And my boyfriend, Buddy. Yeah. Oh, I love you. I love you. You're such a good kitty cat. Oh. Let me guess. I love him. Toodaloo. It's like he's saying, save me. Somebody save me. Buddy. Buddy. You didn't mean that, did you? I came down to the Goodwill on Eastern, and you can see, like, the shelves are almost empty. And it's been this way in most of the Goodwills in Las Vegas lately. I go to the same 5 or 6. What is that? I go to the same 5 or 6 stores like over and over, and the shelves all look like this. And almost empty. Hey guys, good morning. It is about 11:15 or so. It's a Sunday. I think that makes it the 16th of February, I think. But I just left my district meeting. So you know I go to my recovery meeting every day at 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm home, sometimes when I'm off on a layover. But I am my home group's GSR, General Service Representative. If you know anything about the recovery program I practice, there are 12 steps, just to give you a hint there. There is a service structure outside of the meeting levels where we try to make sure the program and the principles and all align and continue on into the future, making it available for other people who might need a little recovery in their lives. And so I went to our district meeting, which is District 1. It's the part of Las Vegas that my group resides in. Yeah, lots of good stuff going on. I am going to screw over to my home group. There is a meeting at 11:30, and there are some people I love that will be there, so I'm going to go check that meeting out. And then I'm going to do a little thrifting because, yeah, I got the itch. I sold a American, what is it? The Boy Scouts of America necktie. And then I sold a trivet from Pewabic Pottery. I have a gift that one of you guys sent me, and I forget who sent me this. It's a little ceramic cat ornament made by this pottery out of, I think, Detroit. It's right here inside my console of my car because I can't hang it up anywhere, but I love having it near me. But it's made by Pewabic Pottery, and I just sold a vintage Michigan State whatever trivet from them. I think I paid, I don't know, $1.50 maybe for the necktie. I sold it for $25, and the pottery trivet / wall hanging, whatever it is, from Pewabic Pottery, I must have paid $2 or $3 for that, and I sold that for $40. So that's good. I have to ship those out. I'll pack them up tonight and get them into the post office tomorrow. Oh, the post office is closed. Tomorrow is President's Day. I'll get them out on Tuesday. But that is my morning. It's a beautiful day here. It's about 65 degrees. And just a great day here in Las Vegas. A little overcast. And what else is going on? We'll do a little thrifting. I have to get some gas first. And next time I see you, we'll be at a thrift store somewhere. I don't know where, but let's go. Oh, thrifted outfit of the day. This is a vintage polo cricket sweater, probably from the 90s or the early 2000s. I'm not quite sure exactly, but it's cotton. It's very heavy cotton. And it's a long sleeve cricket sweater. Really, really nice, paired with a pair of brushed cotton white pants. Or a pair of navy shorts. I'm wearing it right now with a pair of dark denim that kind of matches this dark navy blue. And I've got this baby blue polo. It's a PK polo from, what is it? Tommy Bahama, of all places. I just like the way that the baby blue matched the blue inside the line here. So I'm wearing a pair of, I think, Florsheim, really super preppy two-tone boat loafer with little leather tassels. If I get a chance, I'll show you, but they're really cute. Everything I own, everything I wear is thrifted, of course. But I'll show you the shoes when I get to my meeting. I love my shoes. And of course, they're all thrifted, of course. Yeah, could you get more preppy than these? They're Florsheim leather loafers with these little old man tassels. I love them. Hey, hi. So Marianne wanted to grab a bite after the meeting, so we came over to Black Bear Diner. You know, if you've been with me for a while, I love Black Bear Diner. The place is pumping. It's packed full of people. So we're gonna grab a bite, and then there happens to be a Goodwill next door, so we're gonna stop over at Goodwill. I get both of my three satisfactions: lunch with Marianne, Goodwill, and Black Bear Diner. It's a good day. And my food's almost ready. Oh, there's Marianne. Say hi, Marianne. Marianne got a tri-tip dip Look at those French fries. Oh my God, those are insane.
Sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato French fries, and I got the Grizz. 3 eggs, sausage, bacon, hash browns, and pancakes. I'll eat these for dinner tonight. Well, I didn't eat all of it. I'm taking that for dinner tonight. Oh, my belly. Look what she did to her plate. Oh, Marianne's calling me over to look at some suits. We're in Goodwill. Oh, no. What are you thinking? No. She's trying to show me a hunter green suit. But, yeah, the shelves are bare. There's very, very little on the shelves. We're at the Goodwill down right off the Las Vegas Strip. They have these 2 rocks priced at $3 a piece. Okay. Yeah. I don't suspect I'm going to find anything here. Look at this cutting board set I don't need. Is this Longer Burger? It is Longer Burger. We'll put it in the cart. How much do I want? We'll put it in the cart and think about it. If I had the time or the patience, this is somewhere where I would spend more time. Because once in a while, you're going to walk right past something really valuable. Like I picked this up because the cutting is beautiful. It's very, very heavy. It's just a really attractive piece. So I'm going to try and look this piece up. But I found a piece of St. Louis crystal maybe a year ago. It may have cost me $4 or $5, and I sold it for $175. One stem. It was a champagne flute, I think. But let me look this up. I usually don't spend much time looking at dishes unless I see something from Denby, from England. Then I take a moment. I have a few pieces I have to list of Denby. Really good money for pieces of pottery, but yeah, I don't see anything here. This is the suit that Marianne was trying to show me. Maybe she was being sarcastic, I don't know. And this is an example of what Vegas does. They see Tommy Bahama and they think, oh, let's just automatically price it at $20. They're insane. Someone is smoking something. And in clothing, I just walk through and look for fabrics or patterns that catch my eye. No. It's cute, but I probably have 20 pieces like it. Just move through. It takes me just a few seconds. Oh, this is Vineyard Vines. Not a color I'm interested in, but it's a brand that I like. It's an extra, extra large. No. All right, so I don't recognize this pattern, but it looks like a thistle or some sort of floral pattern cut in there. I don't recognize this at all. It feels like something out of St. Louis crystal, but I really don't know. For $3.99 minus my discount, I'm gonna buy it just to try and do a little research on it. It feels like it should be worth something. I don't know. And the only other thing I have in my basket is this Longer Burger basket, which I have a good collection of. I only buy them if I think I'm going to use them because they don't resell for much these days. But it's such a good basket. I don't know. Hey there. So I just dropped Marianne off at her place. I love spending time with her and my friend Vivian. Marianne has kind of a mom vibe to me, but we're still friends, which is completely different than my relationship with my real mother. She's not my mom and she doesn't pretend to be my mom, but there's something of that energy, you know. She's just sweet. She's just a lovely woman. And I love my friend Vivian, as I've already told you. But I'm thinking of going to another thrift store. I do want to go home and cuddle with the cats, but I think I'm going to hit one more thrift store, or I might go to the fantastic indoor swap meet, which is not fantastic. It's, for the most part, disgusting. All right, for the most part, I don't appreciate what they sell. But on the third weekend of each month, they have a vintage alley or something like that. And someone I follow on YouTube called, his name is Sunny Las Vegas, has a booth there. And I'm thinking of swinging by just to sort of see what he has, but also say hi to him in person because I just adore him. He's such a good human being. Him, Mikey Bags of Money, oh my God, what is her name? slipping right out of my head. It's such a K. Carrie, I love her too. But I want to show you before I leave 3 items that I purchased over the last probably 2 weeks that I don't think I've shown you, and they were in my car anyway, so I thought I'd show you. This is one piece. I really don't know why I bought it because it's not very valuable and I can't see myself using it, but I couldn't say no to it either. It is a little daisy and button. This is the pattern, daisy and button. It's got little wings, like little angel wings on the side. It's a little basket by a company called Old Virginia Glass, which was manufactured by Fenton between, I think, 1960 and 1979 is what I read, I think. But it's not terribly valuable. It's a piece of milk glass, but it's got this applied handle. And I just think it's lovely. I think it would be great for just trinkets, knickknacks, rings, whatever. I just couldn't say no to it. It was only a couple bucks, but I just think it was so sweet. Look at the little wings. Then I got this trivet, which is, if you recognize this, this is Seattle's Pike Place. This is a little artist rendering of what it's like to be in the rain at the public market at Pike's Place. This was, I think, $5 and minus my discount, of course. It's very scuffed up around the edges, and there's a bunch of these online for resale. So this is for my own personal use. So I just thought it was great because I love the public market there, and that's a nice little souvenir. This is my pride and joy. I just love this. I have to do some research in terms of who made this, but I call it a mug because that's my size coffee mug. It's really a beer stein, honestly. But look at the pattern. This is actually, they used wax resist. So they used wax, or they used strips of paper that were saturated in wax, placed it on top of the clay, glazed it. The wax resisted the glaze, so they peel that off, or the wax just burns away in the kiln, leaving behind this pattern, which I think is very pretty. But I think that's gorgeous. It's a beautifully thrown piece. It was $10 originally, minus my discount, so it was $8. And it's just a beautiful mug. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, good for resale if I can find out who this is. Or I don't see myself using it for beer, but I don't know. I liked it, so I bought it. There we are. So I'm going to decide on the way if I'm going to the Fantastic Market or the Swap Me or to another Goodwill or something. So we'll find out together where I go. All right, let's get out of here. We chose to go into the Fantastic Swap Meet. How much is it to get in? Oh, $1. I can do that. Let's go inside, shall we?
How much is it? Where's your ID?
All right. Just hand the lady $1 and you're in. Now, my goal is to find the vintage section, which I think is in the back off to the left. But yeah, you can find everything here. Every one of those fragrances is fake. Let's see. All right. Yeah, this you can see why I don't come here. This is not my place. Found it, but apparently they're closed. I am so bummed. I thought it was this weekend. It's probably next weekend. Well, it's next week. I thought it was this week. And here I am. Good thing it only cost me $1 to get in here, because yeah, this is just not my kind of. This is not my kind of place. Where am I going here? This is the view from outside. You can see it's all sorts of fun vintage stuff. So I'll see if I can come back next week. All right, this is restrooms. Excuse me. I am so bummed. Alright. Well, I'll walk around for a minute, see if there's anything interesting or catastrophically horrifying, and and then maybe go to a thrift store. Oh, in case I want to open my own little business here. Alright, so if you guys have been around long enough to remember walking into a Woolworths or a Kmart or a Zare, if you remember the scent, because each of those places have their own aromas, if you were to add a tiny touch of the scent of Goodwill or Savers to the back of that, that's what this place kind of smells like. It's hard to describe, and my brain is almost numb having looked at so much. I don't even know the word to use, but each of these people, I shouldn't judge. Each of these people is trying to carve out their little niche in our economy, right? So I have to get out of here. Well, that was a mistake. Yeah. You're welcome. Got it? Yeah, that was a mistake. There's this one guy who's selling rings made out of silverware. It's either stainless, which I understand in terms of price point, or a silver plate, which... And then I said, do you have any sterling? He had a small little selection of sterling pieces. So I'm looking at them, $65, fair price. He made a ring out of a sterling silver fork or knife. It's a good looking piece. And he goes, the prices are a little higher, because they're not making sterling silver anymore. They're a little high. It's a little higher because they're not making sterling silver anymore. Okay. And then as I'm walking through, some guy goes with his palm, goes right here, goes boom, like smack. And he's like, he looked me up and you look good. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I had to check for my wallet though, because I don't know, it felt very suspect. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to a Goodwill where I feel safe. All right, Goodwill on Sahara. Let's see what they have here. Yes, I'm already happier in here than I was at that swap meet. I see something I'm going to have to struggle not to buy. It's that tall Christmas tree. Let's just go over and grab it now so no one else does. Because that's the way things work here, You see it? Grab it before someone else does. That. Thank you. Thank you very much. $2.99. Yes, thank you very much. Very happy. This, I believe, it's a longer burger picnic basket. It is. There's the signature. They want $15. That's it? I mean, it's stained horribly on top. But $15 minus my discount on a longer burger picnic basket with what could be black mold. I want it. Would I ever use it? No. But I want it. I'm going to leave it right here, though, mostly because that mold in the bottom. All right. Interesting. Little Abacus coffee cup. There'd be nothing I would find in the mug section that would startle me or be unusual. Oh, what's that? A menstrual cup steam sterilizer. I'm sure somebody in the store was like, I wonder where we should put this. Okay. I like this. Is it called a tumble over? This is a little crystal decanter with a little glass up on top. So you fill the decanter with water. In the middle of the night, you can just reach over and grab a glass of water. $10. Huh. I'll do a little Google search and see if this is worth anything. I don't think it is. I think I'll just put it back. But cute. Shoes. I need more shoes. Like I need a hole in my head. But these caught my attention. They're Kohan. Those are nice. I like these. What size are they? I really like these, but they're too short. They're my size. They're a 12, but they're just too short at the toe. And in sneakers, I sometimes wear a 13, so I'm gonna pass these up. I have to do a little thinking on this. I don't know if I would use this for myself or resell it. It's a tumble up set. It's the decanter and then the glass up on top. This is made by a company called Atlantis out of Portugal. And on their website, this retails full price for $150, which is never going to be what you're going to get on eBay. And there's a very few pieces of this company's crystal on eBay right now. This piece or something like it is listed for $50 or something like that. I don't know. I'm tempted, but I'm also not. This piece, which I think I showed you when I grabbed it immediately. I have a whole collection of these vintage Christmas tree canisters. I've got tons of them, but I don't have one this tall. And some years I use these to decorate, and for $3, yes. These also resell for a crazy amount of money on eBay. So who knows, who knows. And I am going to pick up that the Ralph Lauren shirt. Right now I'm pretending to look through clothing while I watch these two ladies decide whether or not they want to pick up this piece of artwork that I want. If she puts it back, I'm going to grab it. But if she... Is it going in the cart? I don't know. Is it going to go on the cart or not? Make up your mind. I want it. I'm at the Goodwill on Flamingo. I did not pick up a cart because if I pick up a cart, I'm not going to find something like this. Do we need this in my life? It's $15 minus my discount, but that is cool. Do I need this? I just walked in here. That's a fake glassy baby, by the way. All right. Just walking around the store, holding on to this. Very proud to find something so pretty. And can you see it? Yep, right there. Somebody dropped it. Big crack right in there. Okay, well, back on the shelf. First glance, I'm loving this blazer. I can totally see wearing this. It gives me 1981 vibes with a pair of wide leg Tommy Bahama silk slacks I could totally see that. The sandy colored fabric. I love the little tawny bits that are in the fabric right here, but there's a huge glaring flaw, and this is a huge thing to watch out for. See it? Right there? So that is moth damage. All right, so here it's very obvious because the underlaying fabric is very light in contrast to the top there. So you see that moth damage right away. Never take this home. Anytime you're going to find something made of wool, be it a sweater, a necktie, there's a lot of wool neckties, you'd be surprised. Anything wool, do not take it into the house unless you've scrutinized every inch. Another case where it's less obvious. Well, on camera it's obvious, but in person it just looks like a little piece of fluff or lint or something. But no, that's more moth damage. So anytime you're going to look at anything made of wool, scrutinize it from top to bottom. In fact, anything wool like this, I wouldn't take in the house unless I've either thrown it, dry cleaned it, or done something. But yeah, that's a shame. But something to watch out for is moth damage on anything wool. I love this shirt. It's just pink and blue stripes. It's totally giving me trans flag vibes. It's fashionable, but there's just like really badly worn color. Can you see that it's all yellow? That's a shame. I love that shirt. This is cute too. Calvin Klein. I wish this white weren't so worn. I love a great formal shirt like this tuxedo shirt here with a pair of jeans under a jacket. I love that, but the white here is very, very worn, very yellowed. Look, a pride hat. No, thank you. I don't need a hat to let people know that I'm proud or gay. Which makes me think about something that happened on my last trip. So this has nothing to do with thrifting, but here we are talking about me. Well, the pride topic. So I don't need a t-shirt or a hat or socks to show you that I'm gay or proud. It's just how I live my life. Well, one of my coworkers on my last trip might have also been a gay man, older, and we might have served someone on the aircraft who might have been in part of our club, an older lesbian. And at some point after we finished service, she came up to us and asked if she could have a hug from both of us, and said, "Thank you so much for being so visible." And I knew immediately what she meant. Visible. Thank you for being out and about, living your life as an openly gay man, and, you know, not being available for other people who might not have ever met another gay person, to see other gay people are part of society, just doing their jobs, going about their lives, being normal people, being nice. And so she just wanted to thank us for being so visible, which forwards the whole equality movement, you know, and blah, blah, blah. But I thought it was very funny. I have never been thanked by a woman for being gay, although there are probably many women who are grateful that I'm not heterosexual. Probably. Looking at artwork, because I am trying to put together a gallery wall upstairs, and my eye is caught by this, which I actually like quite a bit. Treachery by Harris, 2020. No idea if that's anybody, but it's probably someone local. I like that. It's just looks like spray paint, honestly, on board, but I like this a lot, and it's $2.99. Yeah, I'll take that. I think that's quite nice. And I was looking at this, but no. All right, well, I did not find a lot today, but I did have a very nice day and spent some nice time with Marianne. I'm going to dip into my to-go bag here and eat this bacon before I get home because I'm starving. Take a shot if you know the game. So yeah, the only thing I'm about buying was the Tumble Up, that crystal little decanter with the glass on top, just because I spent $10 on it, which is kind of a lot for me to spend at a Goodwill, but I liked it quite a bit. It was a very nice object. It's beautifully crafted, beautifully cut crystal. It's just a beautiful object, and I would love to have it next to my bed for that little sip of water at nighttime. But as I think about it, what's next to my bed? I use an IKEA Calyx cube, those 4-section cubes, as a nightstand. There's a night lamp. There's a lamp there. There's a alarm clock, which I think the battery is dead, and dust. There's also a cat brush and probably a little lump of cat hair on that nightstand. And I want to put this piece of crystal decanter on that table. I'm going to resell it. I have this illusion that I'm going to have crystal next to my bed when it's really going to be like a Costco water bottle. But, all right, I'm going to go home. I will see you guys later. Good morning, guys. Hi, happy Monday. Happy President's Day. Not this one. So, it is Monday, and I just left my home group a little while ago. Had a fantastic meeting. Mondays is the most popular day to go to my home group, it turns out. There were like 30 people. It's like max capacity in that room today. Saturdays are always very busy, and we celebrate anniversaries on Saturdays. But Monday is the most popular day. Very exciting. And speaking of exciting, I'm going to a place called Blueberry Hill in Las Vegas. I've never been to one, and driving by, I always saw them as being sort of like a place I wanted to avoid. I walked in there just a moment ago to put my name in there. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It looks very high-end for a breakfast joint. But I'm meeting an acquaintance, Ronnie, who lives here in Las Vegas. She's a flight attendant with Southwest. I met Ronnie a year ago this past September. Literally a year ago this past September, and we've been trying to get together to meet up for lunch or something since then. No joke. It's always like, hey, here's my schedule, and we just never meet. We just never get together. Today, we're actually meeting and going to have lunch at Blueberry Hill, and I'm kind of excited about it. It's a 25-minute wait for a table there. So I think Ronnie's due here in about 15 minutes, so that should be perfect. After seeing Ronnie, I'm probably going to go thrifting, because I am in the neighborhood of a couple thrift stores. And maybe Ronnie will go with me. Who knows? What's that beeping noise? Huh. I'll see you later. So I'm like, what's that beeping noise? It's so irritating. It was the buzzer in my pocket. The gentleman who took my name said it would take about 25 minutes. And it was like 6 minutes before he called me. But I'm still waiting for Ronnie. So I asked him, is there another party of two who could take my table? I think that was surprising to him that I would offer that. But yeah, so we're still waiting for Ronnie. Waiting for Godot. I am not going to have dessert, but I am very tempted. Look at these desserts. That's the size of my torso. I could be convinced to have cheesecake though. Look at this muffin, guys. Look at this muffin. It comes with my breakfast. Either an English muffin or a blueberry muffin. I chose the bird. It's the size of my fist. It's bigger than my fist. I do have small hands though.
And
that is. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm already happy with this place. All right, so Ronnie got the coconut chicken waffle, which looks simple. I got the skillet with hash and eggs. I don't know what that is, but I'm very excited about it. All right, I did a real job on that. She did a job on hers. I have my muffin in here. There's no way I could eat that, and there's no way I could eat cheesecake after that, but it was very good. I'll come back. We stopped at the Flamingo Goodwill, and look, it's a hoof, but it's also a canteen. A canteen hoof. Yeah, no, but I had to show it to you. I wouldn't have normally come back to this Goodwill after having been here just yesterday, but I thought they would have put more stock out in, because today is the dollar day for the purple tags. I would have thought they would have put more merchandise out, but we just went to breakfast or lunch right down the street, so I thought I'd pop over here with Ronnie, but I don't think there's anything I'm going to buy. Oh, I'm looking at this. It is made in Ireland. It's literally a little, oh, it's a souvenir little thing. Forget it. I'm not buying anything. All right, I'm going to go to one more Goodwill for the day. I just looked at the mug. It was still in my car that I got the other day. Love this mug. So pretty. Big giant chip. Right there. Big giant chip. And it makes it like a little sharp wedge too. So I can't resell this. I don't know I'm ever going to need a mug the size of my head, so that'll probably end up in the trash, unfortunately. And I'm not going to use it as a vase or anything. I don't like having flowers in the house because the cats might chew on them, and most flowers are toxic to cats, so I'll just forget it and use it as a life lesson in terms of thrifting. So I wanted to, before I get to that last Goodwill for the day, I wanted to drop a couple tips your way when it comes to thrifting if you are a beginner thrifter. I don't thrift full-time. I do love to go thrifting, but I don't resell full-time. I just throw the occasional thing out on eBay. But when I do sell, it's fairly successful. Those people who have been with me for a little while know that I just sold a Glassy Baby candle holder, little votive candle holder the size of a drinking glass. I just sold it for $988.86, almost $1,000 for this little votive candle holder. And I sold probably 3 other ones for between $60 and $80 a piece. So, and I just sold 9 little ceramic houses, little miniature little houses by a company called Galt. I sold 9 of them for $611 to someone in Germany somewhere. So I have some success when it comes to thrifting, and my wardrobe, I'm not dressed especially well today, but my wardrobe, I found some amazing pieces of vintage fashion that are really exceptional and great wardrobe basics. So I have had some success in thrifting. I'll throw a couple tips your way just for kicks. First off, it's not scientific in the least, but if I grab a cart when I walk in the store, the chances are very high that I'm not going to find anything. I don't know why, but literally my experience is if I walk in and I don't get a cart and I just walk over to hard goods, which is where I usually start, I find stuff and my arms are full, and then I get a cart. But if I start with a cart, I never find anything. It's just my experience. Second, for anytime you see something that looks unusual, hysterically ugly, like that hoof canteen thing, I honestly should have looked that up, honestly, because it was so strange. But pick up anything that's really unique, very weird. If you love it instantly, someone else is going to love it too. Or if you see something that has something about it that just says it's got some panache, some quality about it that makes it feel expensive or look cool. I picked up a a wine decanter a few years ago for $10 at the Goodwill I was just in recently, and I sold it for $500. I just knew that it was nice when I saw it, and I sold it for $500. So anything like that, grab it, put it in your cart. Don't spend time looking at it, looking for names or signatures. Don't Google things. Just put it in the cart, keep moving. Grab it. If you've ever watched those game shows where someone set loose in a grocery store and they've got like 60 seconds to grab whatever they can, that's the mindset I have when I walk into a thrift store. I want to go in there and have gone through the whole store in like 5 or 6 minutes. I want to have seen everything. Then I'll go through a second time because I always miss stuff. Look at the top shelves, look at the bottom shelves. If you're tall, awesome. Look down low. If you're short, look up high. The miracles aren't always where you think they're going to be. That's a life lesson. So just put it in the cart. Just keep going. Put it in the cart. I do a second spin around the store easily. Then I go over to a little corner where I'm not going to be disturbed. And I will quickly use a tool that I find incredibly helpful is Google Lens. Open up your Google search bar. Look on the right-hand side. There's a camera icon. Tap that. Take a picture. It'll show you some things that are similar, if not identical to your purchase, to your item. Many times they're going to be eBay listings, Poshmark listings, Etsy listings. You can click on those and see if it's been sold or whatever. Do not assume an item is valuable because you see it listed somewhere for a lot of money. The wine decanter I told you about, I sold it for $500. I listed it for $975 because I saw someone else had sold it in 2013 for $1,350. So I listed it super, super high. But just don't assume you're going to get what you see through a search engine. But use the search engine. So I use Google Lens to look for my items and look for some guidelines, whether or not I should buy it or not, whether or not it's a good risk to purchase it or just leave it on the shelf as it's too much work. If you have a Samsung device, as much as we all hate Bixby Vision, I find more accurate than Google Lens for some reason. I don't know why. But it's a different app. So it's hard to use if you're used to the Google Lens. But if you are a Samsung user, open up your camera, click more when it comes to settings like video or photo or whatever. Click more and choose Bixby Vision up in the upper left-hand corner. And I find Bixby Vision to be more useful than Google Lens. What else do I want to tell you before I get in this store? So about hard goods. Let me think. All right, so in addition to Google Lens, another tool you can use is eBay itself. So if you go into eBay, do a search for the item that you have. If you know anything about the item, do a quick search. Click on the word filter in the upper right-hand corner. Scroll down, hit more, and then click sold. And you'll see in the last 90 days how many items that match your description sold. And then you can unclick that sold and see how many that are listed currently. And you can sort of use that information to gauge whether or not you want to bother buying something or if it's just a waste of your time. If 200 are listed for sale and none or like 3 have sold, I'd skip it. But if you see more than 50% of that number has sold, I'd just go ahead and buy it. Let me stop talking to you and see if I can find something worth buying. Hold on one sec. So here's a case in point. This is a piece of Hager. It might be Royal Hager, I'm not quite sure. It's called Mother and Child. Now, using the eBay solds information, I saw that there were a bunch listed. I think one of them sold for $50. Goodwill wants $20 for this, so that's going to stay up on the shelf for somebody who loves it more than I do. Another case in point, don't talk yourself into stuff. Now this is $6, minus my discount, of course. I just did a quick Google search to find that this might be a Murano bottle. It might be worth $50. There's a ton of them, 187 listed on eBay that are like this. None of them have sold. So I know it's not a lot of money, but I'm going to put it back on the shelf because it's just something that's going to sit in the house forever. And I'm not going to use this myself. I could talk myself into thinking, oh, maybe I'll put dish detergent in here, olive oil, or blah, blah, blah. Just put it back on the shelf. Save your money, save your time. Something else to keep an eye out for. Don't look for projects unless you have the time. I'm just looking at this. This clearly used to be part of a lamp or a lantern. This probably was held upside down, hanging from something. But like, oh, that's cool. What can I do with that? Nothing. Put it back on the shelf. You don't need a project. Something else I try to keep in mind when I'm looking for things to resell is size and weight. Now, if the item is super large but lightweight, that's going to cost a lot of money to ship just because of the size of the package. So, like shipping baskets and things like that, I just find it to be too expensive to ship. And so if I buy something like a basket, I want to use it for myself, something I'll buy for myself rather than reselling. But if it's a relatively small item but very heavy, I don't let that stop me. If it's a pair of, say, Blenko bookends, I have a pair of Owl Blenko bookends. They're very, very heavy, which would normally cost a lot of money to ship, but I can fit those two bookends in a medium UPS flat rate shipping box, and the shipping isn't that expensive. And those boxes are nice and stable. So I try to keep size and weight in mind when buying to resell, but I don't let heavy items, if they're small, bother me too much. I just found this, and I swear I saw this on someone else's channel recently. It's a fairy light, but it's shaped like a little owl. I love that. I'm going to buy this for myself. I'm not going to resell it, but it's only $5 minus my discount. I don't think there's any chips. I'm going to check on it before I leave the store, but how cute is that? How cute. I'm very happy with this. I swear I just saw somebody else see this and put it back down the shelf. I'm always looking for outerwear. I love layering pieces. That's not the one I want, though. But even in just passing by, do you see it right there? Moth hole damage right there. So you develop an eye. That's a nice blazer. I like that fabric. Nothing else here. I just found this pair of Justin boots, and Justin it's a fairly well-known brand and fairly expensive. But I just saw these in the shop. They're in good shape. The heel is really, really smart. It's been worn some. They're size 10.5 triple E, which would probably be a hard size to find. Goodwill wants $20. You'll see that right there for the pair. On eBay right now, they probably sell for $40 or $50. So it's certainly not going to be worth it. But if these were my size, I would have bought these in a heartbeat. But I am still going to buy my little owl. I don't care if he's expensive online or not, but I think he's adorable. All right, I might take that back. If there's no chips or cracks on him after I take that tape off, I might list this for sale. There's a ton of them for sale right now, but an equal number of them have sold for between $140 and $180 or something. There's a bunch of them listed on eBay for like $300. This might be a Viking piece, a fairy lamp. So there was a run on fairy lamps for a long time, but I think that's kind of slowing down. But he's so unusual and such a great color, I might list this for sale. He's adorable. I would love to keep him though. In that case, what do? You want to buy something for yourself. You want to keep it because you love him. I mean, come on, he is so cute. So I might buy him, list him on eBay for like $300, something that no one's going to spend, and enjoy him. And then, lower the price later. I mean, it's like borrowing it, and then I could do something like that. But, who knows? Someone might like your piece more than someone else's and spend the $300. I don't know. Wouldn't that be nice? But he matches my eyeglasses. Not letting go of this owl, but I did find this Jane Barnes dress shirt. It's a 17.5. I think I'm like a 17 neck, but it's a 35 sleeve, which is just fine for me. And it's a beautiful fabric and beautiful condition. So another tip is to, if you find one, look for more, because whoever donated this might have donated some more. And Jane Barnes is a really beautiful manufacturer of textiles. So I'm going to look around for more. It's a beautiful shirt. It's a beautiful shirt, and it's $9. And the XL is because it's over a 17-inch neck. So don't let that size freak you out. Look how cute his little face is. I love him, her. I love them. So no chips, no cracks. It's in great shape. It's probably from the 60s, so considering it's in better shape than I am, because we're probably the same age. But I just love him. There's a ton of them listed on eBay right now, but a ton of them have sold as well, including a lot of blue ones. And they range in sales between $130 and $180, I think, on average, and I spent $5. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm probably going to list him for sale. I want to keep him for a long time and enjoy him, but you know, the odds are I'm never going to put a tea light in him. I'm never going to use him. He'll sit on the shelf, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather make money off the guy. So there we go. I'm going to list him very soon. And I think I might do a separate video when it comes to more, more tips and tricks, because there's so many tips I have in terms of just on thrifting for clothes. Like, I'm wearing the wrong outfit for thrifting for clothes. I really should be wearing either one layer that's very close fitting or just a t-shirt, ideally, so that I can try clothes on over something instead of putting clothes directly on my body that might be gross. This one, for example, was brand new. I just spit all over my dashboard again. It was brand new, never been worn, so I figured it was safe to try it on. But blah, blah, blah. I tell you, I'm going to stop talking, and I keep on talking. But I am going to end this video here because it's already far too long, I'm sure. And I've been all over the place. And we're both done with me right now, right? I will see you guys later. You have a great day and fly safe. Bye.